This next question is asking us to find the relationship between two variables given a specific data set. So it lists the average high school student's SAT score by state. And there's three components to the SAT: critical reading, math, writing. Okay. And it also lists the percentage of all potential students who took the SAT in that particular state. Create a correlation and scatter plot to explore the relationship and comment on the results. Okay, so I'm going to download the data set. It's already here. We have our percent taken by state, critical reading, math, writing, and combined score by state. So the question again asks us, the first part says find the relationship between the combined score and the percentage taking the exam. If your answer is negative, enter minus sign. So that's combined score percentage. Okay, so we got our combined score percentage. So in order to get the correlation between the combined, let's say combo, and percentage, we just use the correlation function. It's going to give us the correlation coefficient between two data sets. So the first array, combined score. Second array, percentage taken, close parenthesis. It gives us a negative correlation. So we know that this is downward sloping from our notes. If it was positive, it would be going up and to the right. So we know this scatter plot, the data, the trend line should be down and to the left. So coming from the upward right, going down to the left corner. Okay, so let's see if any of our graphs correspond to that. Looks like it's going to be this one or this one, because the trend line here is kind of going down. It's going from the upper right down to the bottom left. Upper right down to the bottom left. It wouldn't be this one. It's not going to be that one because that's almost positive and this is almost horizontal. But first things first, let's go ahead and put our correlation coefficient in. And we know that to be, if we round 2 decimal places, I'm going to format my cell. It's going to be a number, 2 decimal places. Boom. No, actually, you know what? I need 3 decimal places. Boom. So it should be negative 0.87, right? Negative 0.87 is correct. Now, in order to find the graph or the scatter plot for this data, we simply go back to Excel and we're going to insert. Well, first of all, let me just select my data again. So I select the F column for combined score. I'm going to hold down the control key and select the percentage taken column. Insert. This is a scatter plot. Say scatter plot. Scatter plot. Right? So let's just make this a little bit bigger. I'm sure there's a way that we could zoom in closer. But this is what I'm going to do. It's not that and it's not that because that doesn't look like that. Well, actually, it kind of do. We could do several things. We can go to the plus sign and add a trend line. Okay, so it's downward sloping. We can rule out this because our percentage starts closer to 0. This starts all the way over at 0.3, which is 30%. This is upward sloping. We can rule that out. So now we stuck between these two. We're trying to decide if it's going to be this one or this one. Okay, this data set starts closer to 0.2. This one starts closer to 0. As we can see here, if we just find our minimum value for percentage taken, which is our horizontal axis, let's just find the min. I'm going to do equals min percent taken 0.03. That didn't really tell us shit. Actually it did. So if this is 0.03 is closer to 0, it's not going to be here because 0.03 would fall between 0 and 0.1. So it's got to be this one. We ruled out all the other ones. So it's safe to say that our answer choice is number 2, and that's correct. We can do the same thing for the rest of the data. We can go through, and this next one, B, is asking us to find a relationship between critical reading and writing. So we go back to our data and get rid of this. Critical reading, and what's the other one it asks for? Writing. Critical reading. And right. Really just abbreviating all this shit. So we can do the correlation formula, critical reading, comma, writing, close parenthesis. It's going to be upward sloping because our correlation coefficient is positive. It's almost like, it's really positive, so it's like almost straight up. So let's go to our data. We know it's not going to be this one. It's not going to be that one. It's not going to be that one because this is not straight up. That's not straight up. That's negative. So it's got to be this. That's the only option. And we already have our correlation coefficient is 0.987. So let's go back and we're going to select the first one, and it's right, and 0.987. Cool. So basically you apply the same thing to all the others. When you get down to the bottom, I think there was something tricky. Just got no, I don't think it was in this one. It's the appropriate scatter plot and combine for writing. Combine and writing. Combine math. Combine